Hey everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for tuning in to the CigarVixen channel for another weekly top 5 cigars. These are the cigars coming out of my humidor and hopefully making their way into yours for your week of smoking. Kind of an unusual top 5 this week because 2 of them are very, very similar. So I'll get into that as we go through the lineup. But starting with number 5, we have the Room 101, the Big Payback, rather. And this is, of course, another beauty from Matte Booth. It's has some strength to it, has some nice body, about medium plus on the body, and really good flavor. So taking a closer look, it has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Connecticut shade binder, and then Honduran, Nicaraguan, and Dominican filler. Basic notes, pretty straightforward, black peppers, chocolates. You get a creamy sense to it and a little bit of kind of an espresso bean, if you will. Yeah, and these are available in a variety of places, including Luxury Cigar Club's website. You can find these little guys on there, so definitely check them out. Moving on to number 4 this week. This is the Southern Draw Jacob's Ladder Brimstone. I've had this one on the lineup before. This is a beast, beast cigar. So this is definitely a cigar that is in much need of like a timeout session. This is great for, for those of you who smoke cigars while you're doing chores, lawn cutting, whatever it may be. This one could also be great on the golf course. Obviously, you could probably get through your entire golf game with this one. However, you could just, again, have a forced timeout, sit there and enjoy smoking this incredibly flavorful offering. Again, from Southern Draw, made over at AJ's factory in Esteli. Can't go wrong with this lineup. They're just, everything that they have produced, I've enjoyed it. They're one of those brands. So this one is featuring a Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper and binder, and then Dominican and Nicaraguan on the filler. You get dark chocolate and damp earth, rather. Cocoa notes. You actually pick up, I mentioned this before, but like kind of like that cinnamon snickerdoodle type of cookie. So you have a little bit of that sweetness in there, but overall, just a really nice, hearty cigar. It's not overly powerful, but it does have, some body to it, medium, not quite medium plus, but about a solid medium on this one. Really nice offering. Again, does come in some different vitolas if you're not looking for the super large, but I like this size. This is a nice, beautiful, beautiful offering. El Presidente is the name on the vitola on that guy. And then number 3 and number 2, as I mentioned, it's kind of a unique top 5 in that these 2 cigars are basically the same blend offered in two different vitolas. This is the latest line extension from Foundation Cigar and Company, and it's another masterpiece by Nicholas Melillo, and this is the, again, line extension to the Tabernacle. So I think unless you've been hiding out, you probably have heard of the David and Goliath. I absolutely just, the band work on this, the artwork as all of his stuff is just absolutely wonderful. Beautiful detail. It has a nice, again, kind of that Ethiopian biblical artwork to it. I'd love to actually find this print and put it in my home. Like I love it. It's absolutely perfect. So again, I'm doing this number 3, number 2 because they are 2 different vitolas. These are both perfectos, and they're said, according to Nicholas Melillo, these 2 vitolas are something that is kind of like a way to showcase the blend in its perfection, if you will. Now, I definitely enjoy the original Tabernacle. That's a wonderful cigar. And so these 2 adding to the lineup are just, they're just something really special. Good luck finding them. I'm sorry I add these on the top 5 when they are highly coveted. I had to search high and low and contact everybody I know to try to find some of these guys. And my boys over at Cigar Club in Modesto, shout out to them. They had some and they sent it to me, and I'm so grateful because I was able to get my hands on these finally, because again, they're really hard to find, but a little birdie told me that there will be more coming in stock soon. So just definitely, if you can't find them on this particular week, be sure to put them on your rotation so you can look for them, because they're just, again, highly coveted. So again, both of them kind of being in that 3 and 2 spot. The blend on them is the same. It has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, San Andres, Mexico binder, and then Nicaraguan and Honduran on the filler. So taking a look at the Goliath, which is the slightly larger, this is the 5x58 Perfecto. So you will notice that there is a difference in smoking these two, even though they are the same blend. The Vitola and the way that they're made, again, that ratio of tobacco does present, you know, different nuances, a little more heavy. But again, I want to show you this gorgeous up close shot of the beautiful band while I talk about the flavor notes. So on the Goliath, it does have a nice rich earth. You get the bolder spice, definitely pick up the leather and a hint of the sweetness. So you get dabs of vanilla and cinnamon, cocoa, and then a dark roast coffee definitely comes into the mix. And then when you smoke the David, which again is same blend, but it's a 5x54 Perfecto, I noticed more of kind of a nuttier profile. You still get the coffee in here, but you also get a little bit of kind of an orange citrus, not heavy on those notes, but just a subtleness to it. And then as you get through it, it actually starts to pick up similar to the Goliath. So you pick up, again, the leather, you get dark chocolate notes in there, coffee, just fabulous. I really liked them both. And again, especially the artwork just is just incredible. I mean, I invite you, if you have, for some reason, if you've never heard of Foundation Cigar Company, if you haven't heard of Nick Malilla, check out his website. All his cigars have a beautiful story and incredible artwork that goes along with each one. So that brings me to my number 1 this week. So my number 1 this week, something different. If you noticed, all 4 are of the darker fare, a little bit heavier, a little bit more richness, that Maduro that they offer. And then going back to something a little bit lighter, a little bit creamier, nice morning stick. I have done a pairing with this one. This is the Joya Numero Uno. This is just an elegant cigar. It's a beautiful offering. Again, morning time coffee. You can also pair this, as I did in a previous video, with a nice scotch later in the afternoon. It's kind of one of those that is really good in different spectrums, different levels of smokers would enjoy it, as well as different times of the day, things like that. So that's why I chose it for number 1 this week. It's just a beautiful offering, again, from Joya. Very, very elegant, if you will. So featuring that Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and filler. You get all those baker spices, so the cinnamons, the nutmegs, you get a little bit of anise in there, vanilla, cinnamon, you pick up a red pepper, and then it's very creamy. Hints, very subtle, of nuttiness, but I noticed that when I paired it with the scotch that I had in, again, on the previous pairing video, it pulled out some of those nuttier notes when I paired it with that particular scotch. So again, depending on how you smoke your cigars, if you pair them, if you smoke them by themselves, however you may do things, you're gonna notice different nuances that are more present, again, depending on what you're putting with them. So I love that part of it. It's all part of the fun, part of the journey. Hopefully you enjoyed as well. I will include the links to everything below, and don't forget to still, if you haven't grabbed your CigarVixen calendar 2021, I do have prizes going on for my December people. I'll be pulling raffles based on your purchase, and I do appreciate all the support. So thank you so much. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless. Cheers.